Today, on Chapter 23, we have the hip-hop artist from San Francisco, California, Cozmost. I am your host, DJ Architech. Inside the studio with me, of course, is Vicky Vic and Big Sherm, and we'd like to welcome you to Chapter 23, the chapter of the Architect.
1, 2, 1, 2. We dedicate this one to the hip-hop.
Classic,
Sicker than your
classic, classic, classic,
sicker than your
classic.
sicker than your average. Hot sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage or fish stick.
You are now listening to the Chapter of the Architect podcast with DJ Architect and Vicky Vic.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Once again, this is your host, DJ Architect. Want to welcome you guys to Chapter 23. We got, of course, Vicky Vic, the co-host, here in the studio with us. And today, the individual Vic, pretty much who is in charge of all of our social media, makes things happen on the media world, or the media side of the house. Big Sherm is joining us in the studio today as well. What's up, Big Sherm?
DJ Architect, what's up? Vicky Vic, what's up?
Hey, man, do you have a bottle cap opener for that beer?
I sure do. Right?
Oh, my man, there you go. Listen.
Y'all going hard on a
Use your
Sunday.
teeth.
Oh, yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, today on Chapter 23, on the phone, we have from San Francisco, the MC, Cosmos. What's up, Cosmos?
Cosmos?
Hey, what's good? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. Listen, we want to tell you thank you so much for your time. Just spending it here on the telephone with us this Sunday, man. Thank you for your time, brother.
Dude, thank you guys for having me. Like, I ain't been to church in a minute, but this is pretty close.
I'll take that as a compliment. But listen, we've been trying to get you on. Wow, it's maybe going on 4 months, but due to schedules, I know you. We were trying to get you on, but then you said, "Hey, I'm going to be in Europe around that time," and I was like, "Okay, cool. Once you get back, we'll hit you up." And I think our schedule was hectic, but then we finally got you on here, man. It's awesome to have you on here.
Yeah, it's better late than never. And, good things come to those who wait.
Absolutely. And big shout out to the homie, What's Real, who actually made this connection happen,
Yeah,
man.
no doubt.
Big shout out to What's Real.
What's Real is a homie.
Yeah, man.
It's funny.
Go ahead.
Both him and me, our first name is Ben. And then we got a show with this other dude named Ben Bell tonight. So we're going to have a triangle of Ben.
Oh, no way. That's cool.
That makes for a good group name right there.
Absolutely. Hey, how is What's Real, by the way? How's he doing?
Man, he's doing pretty good. I mean, his latest video that came out has been killing it.
I saw that, man.
13,000 hits right now. And
How many hits?
His most real piece yet, too. That was literally what was real.
Did you say
Wow.
15,000 hits?
Yeah, I think something like that last I saw.
That's cool, man. Well, give What's Real a big shout out on our behalf, man. Tell him we said hello. He is he's definitely a friend of the podcast, man. So Cosmos, let's go ahead, man. Let's get into this is your chapter 23. Tell us how you got involved with music, man. How did that happen?
Oh man, it's been a lifelong thing. My dad was a touring drummer. He used to drum with the Raylettes, which was Ray Charles' backup singer's band.
Wow.
Dope.
He opened for The Who when he was in his teens. His
Are
band
you
won
serious?
some competition. Yeah. And all in all, it's been ongoing. I started out playing trombone when I was 7.
Hey, so did I. That was actually
really?
the first instrument I ever picked up in elementary school was a trombone.
Do you still play?
No, man. I used to have to lug that thing six or seven blocks because I lived too close, so I couldn't get the public school bus. So I had to lug that crap 6 or 7 blocks back in to home and to school. And I think after the first year, I was like, "The hell with this, man." But I enjoyed playing it.
From that.
Do you still play trombone?
I've been actually trying to find a teacher. To pick it back up, I got blessed. I was at the Fillmore Jazz Festival and an ex-girlfriend wanted me to go into Goodwill with her so she could find some clothes. And right there was a freaking 1918 Jazzmaster.
Wow.
And the security guard was scoping it because he was going to try and flip it on eBay, and I just quickly grabbed that thing and the fuck out for
You said, not
$60.
today, sucker. This is
I'm like,
mine.
I'm going to actually play this.
That's cool. How much did you purchase it for?
I purchased it for, I think, like 60-something, and on eBay, if it was new and undented, which is a little dented, it would have been worth around $2 to $3K, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
it was not mint condition, so it ain't worth that, but it's worth a lot to me.
That's awesome, man. So going back to the story, so your father, was a drummer, would go on tour with these bands, open up for these famous bands. So was that the connection? How you got into music?
Music's just always been a thing in my family, and then my first, besides like being in like jazz bands and stuff as a kid, my first foray into like being in a band, my friends and me started actually, originally it was pop punk, and then it turned into kind of death metal, called Death by Coincidence. And I was originally I played guitar, but my friend was a better guitarist, so they had me be the singer. And, but that was more screaming.
Right.
And
How long do you still currently play guitar?
I don't. I fell off when I started rapping.
How does one go from death metal to rapping?
Yeah, so it's a funny transition because I was into punk, I was into metal, and my friend showed me Immortal Technique, and this was during the Bush administration.
Yes.
Dope.
And,
That'll do it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, at that point, my only exposure to hip hop, this is early 2000s. So you have like Chingy, Snoop Dogg, all that kind of stuff out there. And I was like, this is cool, but this isn't really my vibe. Like, they're kind of just talking about the same sort of things again and again. Mm-hmm. And from there, I got introduced to like Aesop Rock, Atmosphere, Black Alicious, Tame One.
Blame One.
Artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Tame One's playing the show tonight, which is freaking crazy.
Oh, so you guys are doing a show this evening?
Yeah, tonight we're playing at Elbow Room.
Who's on that lineup?
Oh man, this lineup's gonna be nuts. We have the Artifacts, which is Elda Sensei and Tame One. They had that track, "Come On with the Come On, Get Down with the Get Down," and also Wrong Side of the Track. They're like true, like 4 out of the 5 elements, like DJing, like breakdancing, beatboxing, MCing, spray paint. Like they have it all.
The B-Boy Fest.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
Is What's Real going to be performing with you guys?
Yep, What's Real's on the bill.
Look at that.
He's going to have a great set along with Def Eye. Our man Unlearn the World, who's just been killing it in the city. Jay Scribe, the Journeyman. Him, Def Eye, and What's Real are on I think it's called Third Eye Wide Tour. So this is, I think they're either kicking it off or ending it with this stop. If I were a better friend, I'd know.
I hear you. So how long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping probably since like 2007, 2008. Originally, I was at my friend Forrest's spot, and he made beats. He had an MPC. Oh, it was an old one. It like had floppy disks.
Right. Yeah.
2000 XL or something. Old one.
Oh, older than that. It's the same. I'm trying to remember. It's the same one they produced Cream on.
Okay. We'll look that up and get it for the listeners later.
So I ended up in there with my friend and this other dude, Skull, and he was freestyling, and I was like, oh, I want to try. And I kind of killed it. And they're all like, wait, what the fuck?
Well, so
like,
this was off the top of the head. You freestyled and you were naturally good at it?
Yeah, because when I was in a punk band, you're screaming, nobody knows what the hell you're saying.
Right.
I could just make up stuff as I went and then write it down.
Right.
So it's a thing, like improv from like jazz and all that has always been natural for me. So for a while, I just freestyled everything. There's still some old recordings on MySpace, I think.
Wow. So that's interesting. For somebody to grab the mic for the first time, freestyle and to be good at it, that doesn't happen all the time, man. So obviously you have to be a gifted person to be able to do that.
I mean, I've been writing like poems and stuff, but I was just like, oh, he's doing it. I'm going to try.
That's cool, man. So shortly after that, did you sit down with a pen and a pad and started structuring out songs?
Forrest started giving me beats, and I wrote my first release called Cause and Effect. I don't even know if I still have it anywhere, but wrote that like 2008, 2009, recorded it at Playback Studios, which is, I think, now defunct, which is a bummer because that was a gorgeous studio. And then I moved up to SF and was writing stuff for a long time at this producer, Noah Gould. But he kind of went MIA. He was out of Treehouse Studios. And as a result of that, it took a real long time to get the last full-length album, Cosmopolitan, finished. It took about 3 years when it should have taken 1.
And the production on that, was that entirely from your boy, or did you get multiple producers for it?
So half that was from Noah Gould, and half that is from my man Sam, Panorama Beats. He is phenomenal. He's kind of stopped doing hip-hop and is more doing kind of like dubby, bassy stuff. But he's worth listening to, Panorama Beats.
Okay. And that was your first album, right?
Yeah, and that one was primarily political in nature, kind of stemming from the influences I've had. So a lot of it touches on kind of like, hope within the face of a lot of the bad stuff that's been going on in the world.
Musical influences, or?
I think at the time I was listening to so many different things that like a lot of different weird stuff comes out in the lyrics. Production style, like Noah Gould is very much his own thing. I haven't found anyone who's quite had the same sort of style of production as him. So wherever you're at, dude, I got money waiting for you.
So tell us about the first time you actually stepped into a professional recording studio. How was that feeling? How was that experience for you?
Oh, man. Playback Studios was my first time in a professional studio, and I felt so damn underprepared.
Wow.
I walked into this place, and the first thing you see when you walk in is that the entire wall is like a mosaic of broken mirror.
Oh, wow.
And
Is this in
it's
Santa
like
Barbara
gorgeous.
or San Jose?
Yeah, it's in Santa Barbara. And it's just gorgeous. Like the interior almost looks like some hipster ass coffee shop in terms of like wood everywhere, like really clean like vibe to it. And I was just like, wait, I'm doing this stuff here? Like, oh.
Like you're unworthy. But
yeah, and
did you go in there? Did you go in there and make use of the time that you had booked? Did you go in there and kill it?
yeah, I mean, we banged out all the recordings in like one day. He handed it off to me.
How many songs?
I think it was 5 tracks.
How many hours?
It probably did about 2 or 3 hours. It was just like, cool, like this takes good. Let's see the next one. I didn't really know about ad-libs or doubles or anything at that point.
Oh, so you were just doing like single takes and then moving on to the next portion or the next part?
I mean, like if I messed up, I'd do another one. But
Right.
I generally memorize something before I go in the studio. So it's usually like, if I'm doing another take or two, it's to like get a better sound out of it.
Right. Yeah, sometimes we have conversations with artists, and for whatever reason, the owner of the studio, and this is for everyone who's listening as well, this is knowledge that you guys should pretty much pick up on. The owner of the studio sometimes really doesn't give a crap if the take is good or not. So if you don't say anything, and you're looking at him and he's looking at you, and he's going to be like, all right, you ready to move on to the next one? If you're not happy with that take, it's really up to you. Like that, he's not your manager. He's not your MC coach. He was there to make money, and that's true.
Yep.
So the quicker he gets you out, the more money he can make with another person that's waiting. So, you really have to be diligent and put in your work when it comes to your craft. If you're not happy with the take, by all means, go ahead and redo it. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, so much so. Like, you have to be your own biggest advocate.
No doubt. Hey, Cosmos, that location, is that where you recorded your first album?
No, I just recorded my first EP there. My first album, Cosmopolitan, was recorded between a couple different places. The majority of it was recorded at Treehouse Studios out in Hayward.
Okay.
Through the producer Noah that I was working with. He works there.
Word. How many albums do you have out right now?
I have 2 EPs and an album, and I have a new album coming out in September.
Nice.
Okay, so you have some work out there.
Nice. How many tracks are going to be on that album?
This new one coming out is called The Balancing Act, and it's got between 13 to 15 tracks.
That's dope. Now, real quick, you said, I don't know if it was an EP or an album. You said it took you 3 years to complete, correct? I don't know if it was which one was it, the EP or the album?
Cosmopolitan. It was the album. It's a full-length album. I think we settled on 12 songs, but there's like 15 or 16 recorded.
How many, well, okay, why did it take 3 years for you to finish that album?
Essentially production hell. The producer I was working with, Noah, him and me met in college, and he kind of just disappeared.
Oh, wow.
I'm not really sure what happened to him. He gave me a hard drive with every beat he made,
right,
and was like, here you go.
He just fell off the map.
Yeah, I mean, it was phenomenal. He gave me like 50 beats, which was beautiful, and it really helped me like learn to write to beats and all that. But he just disappeared. Like I called his job because I hadn't been able to get a hold of him by phone or email.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and like
here's all my beats though. Here you go.
Right? I literally have like $500 sitting for him in my checking account that I have not touched.
Wow.
For years now, because I'm like, if I see this dude, like
he's got to get paid.
Yeah, and like I paid him some, but like I wanted to pay him more, and I've never heard back from him.
Hey man, I like your character. I like the fact that there are not a lot of people out there like you that'll say, "Let me save this money in my account." So when I see this person, he gets his due. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, Cosmos, we're gonna ask you to go ahead and introduce the first song here on Chapter 23.
You are listening to the chapter of the Architect. You are hanging out with DJ Architect, Vicky Vic, and Big Sherm. I'm Cozmost, and this is my song, Sink or Swim.
Take off the mask, brother. You look ridiculous. I know that you've been into it. Spent more than a bit in clicks. I remember when we were little kids, full of promises. Instead of lick a sip to get lost and ignorant of our past mistakes. Basket case till casket lays. Under mother satin face placed in an early grave. Where the catching blades or slashing veins to die. All in vain to try. Back in the bathroom when our separate ways. Goodbye to the memories. Brain cells rest in peace. Casualties from incessantly ingesting tree. Plus promethazine to lean away from who you used to be. But then again, I'm just as guilty. Sipping whiskey neat. Johnny Walker the Baptist. Baptized the new me. Revitalized the fond friends when you started to leave. Reality. Playing gangster like you hard in the streets. Come back to me. I miss you, buddy.
Where have you gone? Oh, where have you been? Hey, this river is long. Oh, and it's sink or swim, or swim, or swim.
I used to love you like my missing rib. It was that intimate. Intertwining grips, skip past differences. More than just a shift, the hips hot like fission is. I felt inside of your mind and what a gift it's been. Despite this, thought the sense of drift. Sentiments twist for the minute, my minutes were limited. You were getting pissed till sentences hit. Scissors slitting wrist, it takes 2 halves to cut. We were still a perfect fit. Sun eclipsed and I missed your shine. Likewise, I wasn't the guy that first gave you size. They say love is blind, but I should have seen the signs. You went looking for a rise with a friend of mine. I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt my heart to drift apart. Cupid drunk, hear my guts when he missed his mark. Twisted in knots, had to stop for us to truly live. Add him to your Eve, remove my rib.
Where have you gone? Oh, where have you been? Hey, this river is long. Oh, and it's sink or swim, or swim, or swim.
Ain't always been buddy, buddy, but I known you longer than anybody. The good, the bad, and the ugly of a young me. Only child, you were the one to help me tug free of my insecurities under starry evenings. Screaming a declaration of war on the rich from the poor. Can't take it no more, we take it, ain't been nailed to the floor. Pop thinking discounts at the pixel pound, so friggin' bounce. Was it for the liquor, the rush, or just a bit of clout? Praying for heaven, a safe haven, and the drugs we stay chasing straight. Blazing Bible pages, eating paper like wafers to say Lucy in the sky, bracing a Lucy of a high. Aiming to lose the weight that anchors the pavement. Since then I've made changes, you stayed the same kid. Still enraged, seeking retribution. I just kept it moving, call it evolution. Growth ain't something to help, sign sincerely, yourself.
Where have you